What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. If it's the first time seeing my face, I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a few signs, about 5 signs that a narcissistic person or a toxic person may be cheating on you. Ooh, the old cheating fiasco. Cheating. All narcissists cheaters. So y'all, this is my own personal, again, y'all, this is my own personal perspective. You can have your perspective. We can agree to disagree. We can keep it respectful as well. This is my own personal perspective. I don't think that all narcissists are cheaters. I just don't believe that. You know what I mean? Could all narcissists, does all cheaters be, this is just my belief, y'all. But that being said, here is part one. Sign number 1 that a narcissistic person could be cheating on you or stepping outside your relationship. And by cheating, I don't mean just clapping somebody else's cheeks or getting their cheeks clapped by somebody else. I also mean the emotional variety of cheating, emotional cheating. Like they're stepping outside your relationship and having a very, very deep emotional connection with someone else that they wouldn't want you to have, pretty much. So number 1, random love bombing. It's out of nowhere. Just treating you good out of nowhere, y'all. Just making you feel good from nowhere. Like, I know what people are going to say, like, well, isn't every relationship like that, Lee? If you feel like your relationship is struggling with a narcissistic person, like if you feel like you're struggling and things like that, the relationship, it just doesn't feel the same anymore, then out of nowhere, they just started hugging on you and kissing on you again, just out of nowhere. It's just a burst. It's not for a long extended period of time. It's just out of nowhere. It's just like, they just randomly hugging and kissing on you for no. He's like, oh, what's this about? Oh, nothing. I just felt like hugging and kissing you today. Just feel like touching on you today. It's this like somehow they take their baggage out by doing whatever they do with the other person, and then they come home and the guilt bubbles up, and they feel like they need to love you more. They feel guilty. They feel like their conscience is getting at them, and they feel like they need to love on you and treat you better. Just kiss on you, hug on you, stuff like that. And it's especially if it's out of character for that person. If it's out of character love bombing, like they get more physical, they get more affection and stuff like that, and it's out of character for them. It's just like, wait, this ain't like you. You ain't hugged and you haven't did this in years. Like, what are you doing? It feels weird for you it feels weird to you for them to even be touching on you and hugging on you and kissing on you and stuff like that. It feels weird to you. You're like, what do I do? What's different? That's just one of those random signs, because they could be actually cheating. It doesn't mean that they're cheating on you. No. But it's just like, it's red flaggy if you're not accustomed to them doing that and they just do it for a little burst. I know a lot of people think that love bombing just happens at the beginning of relationships with narcissistic people, but there could be love bombing in the middle of relationships as well, when they feel like they're going to lose you or they feel like they've done something bad, they need to make up for it subconsciously. They will love bomb you. It's not a full-fledged love bomb. It's more like a little love pop, like a little love pop. But that's how it works, though, y'all. That's the dynamic, and that's the dynamic how it works. So if they're randomly love bombing you and it's out of character for them to do it, just be on the lookout. Bolo, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for some cheating and some infatuation going on the side and things like that. You know what I mean? I say things like that a lot. I noticed that somebody was picking on me on Instagram, on TikTok. They was like hashtag things like that. It's kind of hilarious. Sign number 2 that a narcissistic person or a toxic person may be cheating on you. Disconnecting from you, the opposite of love bombing. Like they're just becoming emotionally disconnected from you. It's like they've emotionally discarded you. They physically discarded you as well, but they stay in the relationship. They don't leave you, but it's like they're just being super distant from you. Like and you can feel it. Your intuition is kicking in. You can feel it. Something is going on. You ask them, they say, oh, nothing's wrong. I just have work is tough. I'm just stressed or whatever. But it could be them stepping outside and taking their stress out on somebody else's cheeks. You see what I'm saying? They could be they could be stressed and they could be relieving their stress with someone else. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they're cheating. These are just signs that they could be cheating. It's signs that they may be cheating. So things that should make your little impact antennas that y'all say y'all have, your highly sensitive people, the HSP antennas that poke out and do this right here, the little HSP antennas, they should flare up. Hey, you seem like you're emotionally disconnected from me. Bing, me. Let them flare up. Let the little empath antennas go up, and sense it. Let your intuition is not gonna lie to you. Your intuition is telling you something. You can feel it in your gut that something's going on. They don't talk to you anymore. They don't share anything with you anymore. It's kind of like y'all become roommates, but they won't leave you alone. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to go through their phone or anything, but just, be on the lookout. Another bolo situation. Sign number 3 that they could be cheating on you. Manufacturing arguments and disagreements so they can leave. Narcissistic people, some of them will absolutely manufacture arguments, like create arguments out of nothing, make something bigger, way bigger than it needs to be for seemingly no reason. Like they pull an argument out of thin air to be able to go out. They pull an argument out of thin air just to cause some friction, just to cause some conflict in a relationship, just so they can leave the house. You mean, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna go cool off somewhere else. I'm just gonna leave and cool off. And yet, this is not just men, y'all. I'm talking about all sexes, all genders, all races, religions do this. This is not just men. Lee, can you talk about female narcissists as well? Did I just say only men did this? No, I didn't say that. But I'm saying that a lot of people will cause these arguments just so they can leave. They leave and they come back. If they leave, they manufacture these arguments and they leave stressed and they come back like they come back like they just, okay, I'm good now. We can, sorry about that. Things happen. They tired and they stink. You know what I mean? They hot right in the shower or something like that. You have to be wary of that. Arguments out of thin air for no reason so they can leave. And this is how they do it right here, y'all. They'll create these arguments out of thin air to justify them leaving and say that if you do catch them cheating in this instant, they can just say, I did it because you made me mad. Or we were broken up at the time. We were separated at the time. We weren't together. You mean? They could blame the argument on why they did it. And they created an argument out of nowhere. Or they made something way bigger than it needed to be, just so they can have a reason to leave. And yes, that is still cheating because they knew that what they wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? Sign number 4 is accusing you of cheating, projecting cheating onto you. You know what I mean? Accusing you of cheating and whatnot. Just like literally accusing you of doing it. Like they're accusing you of doing what they're actually doing. Projection. A lot of narcissistic people, toxic people will project onto you what they're actually doing. You know what I mean? Whatever they're doing, they'll accuse you of doing it because they're guilty conscious. Their conscience is eating away at them. And they're just like, are you cheating on me? Whole time it's them cheating on you. Watch out for this, y'all. Watch out for just out of nowhere accusations. It's like, what are you, like literally you haven't been doing anything. Like you might be a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, whatever you're doing. You might work 90 hours a week and don't have time to even wash your own butt, let alone cheat. You know what I mean? In situations like that. So that's why I tell people, I just like, if they out of nowhere, they just, are you cheating on me? You sure? Let me go through your phone. If they start accusing you and getting mad and getting super paranoid, be on the lookout, y'all. Bolo for some cheating. Bolo for an emotional affair. Bolo, be on the lookout. All of the above and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout. I'm not saying that they're cheating. I'm just saying be on the lookout. I know some people in this situation, some people are gonna watch this video and get to this point and just be like, I've experienced all those signs lately, and guess what? He was cheating. You know what I mean? So she was cheating. Yep, she did. We used to argue all the time for no reason. She would come back red faced and blush, cheeks blushed, handprints on her rump, and say that she did it by herself. She was so angry at me that she spanked her own self, and it was just like craziness. But the handprint would be right side up, and I just like, how do you get your hand right side up? It's like somebody grabbed you. Nobody grabbed me. You crazy? See, that's why we argue. What? I've heard people tell me that before. And yes, before you ask, they stayed. And the last sign, y'all, this is the last sign is probably gonna be the most obvious sign. If they cheated before, if you're dealing with a narcissistic person that has cheated before, they will absolutely, without a doubt, probably cheat on you again. Not probably, they will cheat on you again. If that narcissistic person has cheated on you before, they expect, and you've forgiven them, they expect full trust, full forgiveness. And like, you can't bring it up again, y'all. You absolutely, without a doubt, cannot bring it up again. If you forgive a narcissistic person, toxic person for cheating on you, having an emotional affair with somebody, having a kid with somebody else, having a kid by somebody else, you forgive them. They expect complete forgiveness. That means they might offer you, hey, you can have the passwords to my phone, but they don't expect you to actually take advantage of it, take a heed of that right there. Hey, you can have the password to my phone. Hey, you can have this. Hey, you can turn you can have my location. I'll have my location on at all times. they'll find ways to cheat y'all. Well, they'll give you they'll turn the phone on, they'll turn the location they'll turn the location on this phone right here. Like, look, my location is always going to be on. Leave this phone in the parking lot of a Food Line or Arby's or something, or Chick-fil-A, wherever you want to go, and have this phone right here, have the backup cheating phone, y'all. They'll do that. You be like, oh, they're at the gym. They leave their phone in the parking lot of a Planet Fitness and go get worked out by somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand the dynamics. If they've cheated on you before and you've forgiven them, and they just happen to be a narcissistic person, you just created a better cheater. I understand why people forgive the cheating and stuff like that. I get it, y'all. But damn it, you get one strike. You get one strike and you're out. This ain't baseball. This is life. You get one strike to cheat, your ass is out. Strike one, you're out. You're like, wait, I don't get 3 strikes? Hell no, this ain't baseball. This is not the MLB. This is a relationship. This is not the MLB. You do not get 3 strikes and you're out. You're just out immediately. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, thank y'all. I know this episode ran a little longer than typical, but they typically do. But thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.